Hey guys, welcome back to Spoon's Whip. Spoon's work in progress on Ark, and it's a beautiful day on Ark. It just got through raining here, so we are stuffed full of water and food, and I wanted to thank you guys very much for being here. If you liked this video, please smash the like button, which you've been doing already. I really appreciate all the support on the channel, and if you want to subscribe, the red button's down below, and just smash that for more future Ark content. And I have a confession to make. I changed my mind on my base location. I was all set. I had the behemoth gates ready. I had a whole bunch of other stuff, materials made, ready to move into the base that I showed you yesterday. But I found one that I like more. It wasn't on anybody's list that I saw on YouTube or epic base locations in Ark. It was just one that suited me. And I liked the way it was set up, and it was pretty open, and it took very little to block it off, and it's a massive structure. So if you like wide open spaces, water, multi-tiered platforms, and you only had to put up 8 behemoth gates and probably 100 walls, then you should be in business with this parasaur. I'm doing an intro, okay? Go do something. Go do what parasaurs do. But let me show you. So, not that. This first. I am right there. I am at 55, 70, 68, 55, 68. Okay. Yeah, that's where I am. So let me show you. I like this because it's big. All right. And it's got multi-tiered building platforms. You can see already. Let me fly up a little bit so you can get a really good shot of that. And I really like the epic towers that are around this. It looks like a big hand is reaching out of the ground. All the fingers and stuff that are coming out of the ground. And I really like it because, as you can see, building platform there off the ground. Another building platform there off the ground. Right down there is another one. The one that I like the most is this one right here. It has just an absolutely fantastic view, and it's completely flat. And you could put, sorry about the sun, but the glare, I've got the gamma way down. But this is completely isolated off the ground right here. And you got to see this view, guys. Look at this view. It's absolutely fantastic. And nothing's going to get you. I don't know whether this would be a good PvP base or anything. I'm doubting it because a whole bunch of land-based dinosaurs can get to your gates. But if you're PvE or you're single player and you got a doe dick and a beaver like I've got, then you can make behemoth gates and walls to your heart's content. But it only took 8 to completely cordon that off. We got 2 over here in the corner that you just saw. The water, I love it. I love it right in the middle. It reminds me of the oasis from the island. We got 2 behemoth gates right here. Blocks off another section. I'm going to throw up stone walls straight up that and leave a little entrance for me. Maybe a little small gate instead of a door. I'll probably wind up putting there so it'll still have plenty of health to it. So in case something big comes knocking, it's going to hold it back. The other reason why I picked this is because I can do a whole bunch of Plant Series X turrets at various locations to keep stuff out. But look at this massive area right here. It continues out. You can push these gates back farther if you wanted to, but nothing's gonna fall in here, this side right here. They may fall in on the other side, but I'll have that walled off, so it's not gonna do that. But you can push these behemoth gates even further back if you want more room, like go from that corner to this corner over here and add a couple more acres to your little spread right here. And then the only spot that I'm really kind of concerned about, and it's not a real big concern because I'll wind up doing something with it, is this little plateau right here. Now, I think I'll either build something here or I will put a whole bunch, because you can see this is one of the spawns. Especially, it's parasaurs right now, but I'm sure that'll be other thing once I start killing everything off and I get my T-Rexes and need meat and stuff like that. This is obviously a spawn from what I can tell. And I'll put something here to kill the spawn. I just don't want anything falling in back behind the behemoth gates that I got right here, you see. And you could push these out further if you wanted to even make more behemoth gates. You could throw you 2 behemoths right there and then 2 right there and gain just an absolute crap load more room. But like I said, the walls, I think it'll take about 100 to 125 to completely cordon off that top up there to the right. And the ones that got to go in between the 2 behemoth structures, like there and back there. But other than that, I think this is an absolutely fantastic spot. And like I said, maybe it was mentioned on a couple of YouTube videos that I didn't watch, but I think this is an absolutely fantastic base. I think this is going to be our base. I know it's going to be our base. I already put the behemoth gates down, so of course it's going to be my base. So, and got a little bit of metal right around here. There's a whole bunch of metal, but not very much at this base location. But it's just a short flight away to get metal. Got another small little platform here right below me, so those 2 behemoth gates, and you got another fantastic view right here. So what my plan is to make my actual base over along this first one that I showed you that's really huge, and put a nice little patio up there. And I'm gonna have another spot for my birds. Obviously you're gonna have to have a spot for a bird up here, but I'll wind up putting me a couple parachutes up here in case something happens to the bird while I'm out, so I can just parachute down there and I can tap into this water. I know that it's going to kill the beaver spawns that are right here and all these spawns with the turtles and stuff, so I'm going to make sure to tame up as much as I can get away with, and I'll be able to capture the cementing paste out of here too. So let me get a whole bunch of stuff done, probably some walls and maybe a few buildings or 2, and I shall be right back.
And we're back, guys, after a long day of working. We're finally gonna have to show you what we got accomplished. It doesn't look like we got a whole lot accomplished, but trust me, this took a long time to do. We built our 3-high wall for the Rexes right back here. This has a nice little ramp. I think I'm gonna put a nice big behemoth gate right here. I kind of decided after the fact, and then I'm gonna put me a little ramp into my base right here. This is gonna be my base, making a nice big ramp right along this wall right here. It wouldn't let me extend it out further than this little landing platform right here. This is going to be like a little balcony for me. I wanted to extend it further, but the game just wouldn't let me do that without putting more pillars, more down pillars right here. So I didn't want to go through the hassle. I got a couple of stragglers that Ark's glorious building mechanics helped me create right there. Got that popped down. That is going to be a huge epic base for us right there. I can't wait to start building more on that, but it's taken me so long just to put that up so far. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do with this sloped. I wish it was flat, but I think I'm just going to wall it off with some nice big spiked walls or something like that right along there to keep the stragglers out of. Again, the behemoth gates on each side. That rock keeps respawning right there. I have no idea why. Got the behemoth gates right through there. If you do wind up building in this spot, especially if you have a couple of people, this is a really good spot. Metal's kind of scarce, but right that way, straight ahead of my bird, there's a huge sack of metal that I found, but it's only a minute or 2 away. And if you want some stone, just head out the gate right here and go down to your left right here. That's the best place that I found to get stone. Not usually, there is a whole bunch of boulders right down here on the left side facing the volcanic island. I used a bunch of them, so there's not all of them haven't spawned back in, but all along this beach right here is a whole bunch of stone that you can gather along, so you can make you some stone walls, and obviously plenty of wood and thatch. And a Bronto would have an absolute field day right here for berries and stem berries and narcs and things like that, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I decided not to build up on that ledge that I was thinking, just because it didn't have any, it was only air access. So I mean, I would only be able to get to it to a bird, and if I had to unload a whole bunch of heavy stuff like a Bronto, or just got back with the T-Rex full of prime meat or something like that, I don't want to take the bird and fly up and fly down and fly up and fly down. I won't do that. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put my greenhouse right here. A nice, big, gigantic greenhouse
make it have an epic patio on it so we can get this nice view incorporated right out here. I'm hoping that I can get that done. A couple pipes shouldn't be, it's not going to take a couple. It's going to take probably about 30 or 40 vertical pipes to get it up here, but I'm going to make those out of metal so they're not going to get damaged along there. And over here along this backside I talked to you guys about, it was a lot further to the wall than I thought it was going to be off the behemoth gates back here along this backside, where things can just walk into my base, which I don't want them to do. I absolutely don't want them to do. But if they do, well, I have some Plant Series extras waiting on them. But right along here, I'm going to put a whole bunch of metal spikes. I'm going to put a double layer of metal spikes. I ain't got time for you bugs right now, but metal spikes are going to go up right along here. I might wind up actually building something right back in here. I don't know what I could build right there. Maybe a incubation place or something to incubate the eggs, but there's plenty of space, plenty of open space for me to do that. There's actually some really nice spots, like right along here. There's actually another spot right straight across from my bird that's going to work out fine, and the plenty of water thing. I can deal with metal, but running back and forth and getting water or collecting it and stuff like that, I just want the water to flow. That's all I want it to do, so I don't have to listen to this guy moan and groan. But this place right here, the reason why I picked it, like I told you, it's got a nice ramp right up to the door, so I can drive anything that I want. Is that a bear? Sure is. What level are you, sir? If I can spy it with my spike. A 150. Holy crap. I think we found our next tame. Those things are beastly. At level 60, this 173 Argent had a problem with the 160. It just couldn't take it down. So those bears are no joke, man. But I'll put me a nice big behemoth gate right there and a couple ramps leading right into my base. So if I got to do some quick little drop-offs up here, I'm gonna have the access to do that. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out. So I am very, very stoked. And look at this. This is a great view. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy that I picked this spot. And if I didn't tell you before, I'm really happy that you're here at Crotch Shot. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more art content. We're going to be building this base up to make it really, really look good, I hope. And if the building mechanics of Ark lets us do that, and maybe we'll get us a 150 dire bear next go around. You guys have an absolutely fantastic Ark week, and you guys will see you later in Ark. Adios.